Good evening, I'm Jeff Glor. The CDC says in Africa the Ebola virus is spreading so fast it's hard to keep up. In the U.S., the agency said today they remain confident it will be controlled. Tonight, a new patient is headed to a hospital in Nebraska, the freelance cameraman for NBC who contracted the virus on the job in Liberia. In Dallas, the CDC said today the man diagnosed in Texas last week is fighting for his life. All this as officials struggle to contain the panic as much as the disease. We start with Manuel Bojorquez.
Doctors at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital say Ebola patient Thomas Eric Duncan's condition has not improved. He remains critically ill. When asked today, Thomas Frieden, director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, said so far doctors have not used an experimental treatment on him.
The medication you mentioned can be quite difficult for patients to take and may transiently worsen their conditions.
Health workers are continuing daily checkups on the nearly 50 people who may have been exposed to Duncan. There was concern today when they couldn't find one low-risk contact, a homeless man named Michael Lively, who was the patient in the ambulance immediately after Duncan used it. Police quickly tracked him down this afternoon and isolated him in this hospital. It's the latest example of how officials are working hard to show the public they're on top of the crisis.
We learn from the past. We recognize that we can't always be perfect, and we learn from that experience to say what can be better next time.
Next time begins tomorrow. An American freelance cameraman is now on a flight to the United States from Liberia, where he contracted the virus. He'll be treated at the same Nebraska hospital where Dr. Richard Sacra recovered. Today we learned Sacra has been hospitalized again for a respiratory illness, but doctors do not believe it's Ebola related. Sunday sermons have taken on new urgency for Liberians living in Dallas, where they're relying on their faith to get through a crisis that is affecting both their homeland and their new home.
Mighty God, we pray for Thomas Duncan in the hospital.
Jeff, officials say 3 of the patient's family members considered to be at higher risk of infection have not shown symptoms.
Manny, thank you very much.